Hey guys, it is Thursday, June 26th, and I am getting into my hives today. I have two hives. I'm going to be doing inspections on them. This one had a couple of what looked to be supersedure cells, which I want to check on, and I want to see how that one's doing with the new queen. And we have been going through a major heat wave, so I'm in here earlier in the day than usual, and I want to get in here before the sun is really going to be on me. I'm also wearing shorts and a tank top and only avail. Do that at your own risk. I feel like the risk of heat exhaustion is greater than getting stung by a bee as long as I'm careful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out Brittany'sBotanicalBling.com where I sell my handmade items, including this veil. And let's get into it. Check out Brittany's So, I think it was about a week ago, exactly a week ago maybe, that I was in here. It is extremely hot. I'm in southern Indiana, and we have been dealing with a major heat wave. Oh my gosh, there are a ton of lightning bugs around here. Yay. Oh, man, don't go in the hive. What are you doing? A lightning bug just landed on the frames. That's odd. Anyway, major heat wave, like actual temperatures in mid to upper 90s and feels like of like 105. It's been miserable. Like air conditionings don't keep up. Miserable. Worried about the dogs, the chickens, the bees. Surprisingly, though, they haven't been doing any bearding. I feel like they're in a good spot here, though, because they do get some sun from like maybe, I think it ends up being like maybe 2.5 hours worth. It is the heat of the day that they get, but they do get shade. So maybe it's a good balance. Scoot that there. So, like I was saying, this is in this hive last inspection, I saw what looked to be supersedure cells. And this has my OG queen in here, and I from the beginning have seen her lay uh, occasionally lay more than one egg in a singular cell. And a couple of inspections ago, I saw a few cells with three in there. So they kind of have me wondering, are they superseding her because they don't like her laying pattern? I don't know. I kind of assumed she was a newer layer because I got her with my package. And that can happen with newer queens, but also she could have been older, or maybe just something wrong with her. I don't know. All right, this one, they're just starting to draw it out. And then we have 1, 2 frames with just a starter strip. So I just want to see what they're doing with those cells. They do make practice cells, so maybe it's just just in case they need it, they'll have it. Maybe they're not trying to supersede her. I don't know. But I want to see if I see my queen, if I see any eggs. Uh, the one cell, they were both, one was in the middle of the frame and one was at the very top of the same frame. And the one at the top was not capped, and from what I could see, it didn't have anything in it. The one in the middle looked capped, but also it was open on the side, which was a little alarming, but I didn't see a second queen in there. But maybe they already raised a second queen and she was on a mating flight and I'll see a new queen this time. I don't know. All right, lots of nectar. Okay, I see larvae and capped brood. I see eggs. So regardless of what they are doing with those cells, my OG queen's still in here because a new queen would not be laying eggs yet. Okay, so like I've said before, I do want to just place eyes on all of the active frames. Oh, and there's my queen right there. See if you can see her. I don't even know where she is now. She's towards the bottom. I think you can probably see her. All right, so she's in here. and she's still laying. So maybe they're just in case cells. I am going to quickly go through and take a look. Oh, there's a girl with a couple girls with a bunch of pollen. This is my first year beekeeping, so oh, there she is. Okay, so she's on here. This is my first year beekeeping, so um, I'm not familiar with when we experience our dearths. I feel like we're reaching a point where I mean, like that's got to be happening soon, I would think, but maybe not. I'm just looking at this. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. So again, I'm so, I'm really pushing it. I have still not made any new frames to expand up. Ugh, darn small hive beetle. Get it. Dang it. They're fast little boogers. I don't want to smash a bee in the process. I don't know where it went. Dang it. Maybe it dropped down. And I have a screen bottom. So it would have gone down. Okay. Well, shoot. If I see it again, I'll get it. Yeah, I still haven't made more frames. Shame on me. And I am looking in this one, and they are really starting to grow. So I have got to get that done. Just in case you didn't get this update on another inspection, my table saw locked up on me, so I haven't been able to make more frames like I did to start off. And I made some at my dad's, but with a new job and just life, I have not been over there on a day that I could and wanted to make more frames. Good news is though, he has been an awesome dad and went out of his way, and he has actually cut some pieces for me, just on his own. Not even his project. Being a rock star dad, like I really appreciate that. So I should be able to get him in here soon. All right, I'm seeing a lot of capped brood and larvae. Oh, I think I see eggs. The sun's kind of cloudy, so not great lighting. There's that and that side. I'm also thinking, should I? No, because I don't have one put in here. Never mind. All right, let's see. Oh, lots of larvae and capped brood. Am I seeing eggs? Can't tell. I think I see some eggs. It's kind of dark in there. All right. Some nectar, some pollen. This is for sure the more middle portion of the brood nest. I didn't check this out. Is this one it? Yes, this is the frame. Now what are they doing up here? Good grief. What I'm looking at looks completely different to me. They're all over it. All right, that one. I don't know. This one kind of looks like they're tearing it down. I'm okay. This one here on the middle, well, shoot, I can't. Or wait, no, I can. You can see, I don't know if you can see or not. There in the middle is the one that looked like the side was opened up, and now it looks like even now it just kind of looks like burr comb, and there's some capped brood there, so I really don't want to mess with that. It almost kind of looks like they're cleaning it up on their own, and it's not really like protruding super badly. So I guess I'll leave it alone. But also, like, what's going on with this thing up here? Um, it looks smaller. I don't know. It doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look at all like it did look. So to me, it looks like this has kind of become more of like burr comb, how it's kind of protruding out and not a nice little pattern. And this, it looks like they've kind of removed part of what was there that looked to be some type of cell. But it does have some larva and capped brood. And then this one, can we move, ladies? This one, just, I don't, it looks different to me. Smaller. I don't know, maybe they're not doing super seizure cells. Maybe it was just, who knows? But I would really be happy if they wouldn't supersede my queen because that would make me sad. Also, they would have to start over, and that just kind of feels risky to me. I guess they could certainly do it, and I'm going to let them do what they see fit, but that seems a little risky. This out. Now we have a small hive beetle in there, so that's good that we caught that. Ooh, I'm seeing lots of pollen well, decent amount of pollen coming in. Doesn't really seem like a time of year that would happen with it getting so hot, but yay. All right, I am seeing, ooh, that angle's a little better. Some capped brood, packed pollen, some nectar and honey. I'm going to just start calling it honey. I've kind of gone back and forth, like, is it actually honey? Because I'm still feeding them. So it may be sugar water, it may be nectar. So if it's sugar water, it's not true honey, but I'm just going to say honey. If it's capped, we're going to just say honey. All right, yeah. Looking good. I don't see any eggs, but there's kept brood. There's the other side, which I haven't seen yet. And again, the reason I'm doing this instead of flipping them is I have actually noticed on my inspections when I was flipping it to look at the other side that the nectar was pouring out of the cells, and I don't like that. I don't like to waste their hard work. So yeah, I'm just rotating it this way to look at it. Okay, this is a resource frame. They're drawing it out nicely. Lots and lots of nectar. Some is capped, and I think there's pollen on this side or not. This is probably the last frame that I'm going to pull. Well, no, that one's pretty. That next one is the one I moved over from the other hive last time. This one, nectar and pollen. Let's see. I don't see any eggs. There's that side. I'm gonna peek at this side. All right. Yeah, basically the same. I'm kind of thinking since I have them all pushed this way, I'm probably gonna just leave this one out for now when I inspect that one, and then see if I'm gonna move another frame over here from that one. And then that way I don't have to move them all back that way. All right. Drawing it out. They are getting a little wonky with the comb. I did notice that it was kind of connected to that one a little. It's not too bad. So I guess I'm going to just leave it alone and then just make sure that I push the frames together well. There's that side. And this side. Got lots of that capped and some bee bread. All right. And then the next frame, yeah, it's just a starter strip. All right, I got you turned around. My other hive. They definitely probableize more over in this hive. Of course, they're bigger. They're a bigger hive. It's sticky. But oh gosh. Oh, I think we are going to have to move some frames over because yeah, they are working hard. Just looking at the top here, I can see I need to get my frames made and get these girls expanded. Got a little container there you can't see with some stones and water, like a watering station. I also have waterers in both of the entrances of the hives. I know you're not supposed to, it's not a great idea. Oh, two small hive beetles. I know it's not really a good idea to feed them from the entrances, but I feel like it's fine to give them water, and that will help them to regulate the temperature within the hive better with it being so hot. I hate that crunch. Another small hive beetle. Not a bee crunch. I guess I don't hate the small hive beetle crunch as much because it means I just got one. But I am noticing more in this one, so that's something to be mindful of. All right. Let's get off, girls. There we go. I see one, yeah, one small hive beetle in here. This one's light. Oh, I love when they do that. It's so cute. Little chain link honeybees. Oh, I see that one egg there randomly. Well, that isn't ideal. Am I just not seeing more? That's really random. I really don't see any more eggs. There's one egg there. Okay. Well. Oh, there's an egg. Oh, there's eggs over here. Okay, well that's a little better, but why is there just one over there? That's kind of okay. Is she on the bottom? Because they are clustered there. Kind of strange. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but now I'm just curious. I don't see her. Interesting. All right. Oh, there's my queen. Let's see if you can see her. I'm shaking you. I'm sorry. Is she on the viewfinder? Yeah. Okay. So we have seen the queen and eggs. While I have my queen in sight, I'm kind of thinking, I'm wondering if I should go ahead and pull out a frame that I want to put in the other one. She's on this frame. I want to be careful. Now, where'd she go? I know she came around here. She's much more elusive than my other queen. My other queen's just like, oh hey. But this one, she seems to like to crawl under to the other side. There she is again. Goodness, girl, you are just running all around. Okay. This is a lot of resources. I'm not really sure why she's on this frame. Shoot, girls. I'm sorry. Just kicked the feeder board. Okay. She is right there. Put this in here. I don't want them to feel too crowded. So we are going to take this one out and give it to the other hive. I might do that right this second. All right, so I moved it over there, and now I don't know. I'm kind of like, should I have done that? Because this one had, from what I'm looking at, has 6 drawn frame, like almost entirely drawn frames, and that one now moving one over has 7. So they're both pretty pretty comparable on being drawn out. Um, I just I need to get my frames made to and add another deep. All right. Oh, larva from a new queen. Yay. It's so exciting. See honey and pollen. You can see. And then there's this side. Peek at this side. Lots and lots of pollen and larva. Okay. I can feel it getting hotter and hotter by the second. I am going to work through these next few frames really quickly, just check for swarm cells or anything like wonky comb or whatever. Oh, there's some capped brood, courtesy of the new queen. Lots of larvae. Oh my goodness, she's been busy. These look to be all worker cells. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This one is loaded. This side's pretty loaded too. Yeah. All right. There's the other side. And even though I do have some empty, well, no, they're not capped cells, but they are not empty. So I don't see that as a problem as far as brood pattern goes, because you're gonna have turnover, and have empty cells and stuff. All right, lots of capped brood and larvae. I think I see some 3-day old, well, the 3-day phase. So like it just went from egg to larva. Okay. Oh, heavy frame. Lots of honey, nectar. Oh, I see some larvae in there too, like teensy weensy larvae and eggs. Whew, she's been busy. They raised themselves a seemingly great queen from what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, this one's, oh shoot, what the heck did they do? Okay, let's see if I can fix this. So this that you see right here should actually be on this frame. I don't know if it was the heat or what, but it somehow, I guess, fell over and they've attached it to this frame. So it's just resources. I'm going to try to separate it with as little damage as I can, and then I might try to rubber band it in place. Okay, so I'm really glad that I got in here today. I almost didn't make it happen. I'm glad I did, because I've evaluated that I absolutely have got to get my new frames built and get these 2 hives expanded to have second deeps. I also am glad that I caught this. I just sliced right here where it was attached to the next frame next to it, and it's obviously going to be damaged, but I'm going to kind of push it in to place, like kind of more centered on the frame. Oh, not there. I'm going to rubber band it into place, and then hopefully they will reattach it to the frame correctly, the way that well, I say correctly, the way that I want it to be. I wonder if I should put another rubber band there to hold that. I might. I think I should, especially with this heat. Let's scoot this one over, and then I'll just add another one. Just so it has something pushing here to hold it where I want it. Do I need, yeah, I'm going to use the second one. There's not much there to hold in place, but I definitely want something to hold it in place. I'm going to do this with my left hand so I can hold that with my right. All right, that should hopefully. Oh, I see a bee drinking the water, that little trough that I have in there. Yay, I'm glad she's using that. Okay, glad I fixed that. I need to take a peek at the other one and see if it needs any adjusting. You know what? It doesn't. I think you can see right here where it was attached. I think it'll be fine. That wraps up this week's inspections. I found both of my queens. They're both laying. This hive, which was my walkaway split that I made with my original queen when I found swarm cells, they're doing great. Last week I found 2 cells that looked to be super seizure cells. The one looks like they've all but removed it and kind of just did a little burr comb around it. The other one, I don't know, it really kind of didn't look like there was much of it left there too. I'm not really sure what they were doing with that. I'm feeling pretty good to say I don't think that they are going to supersede her. Maybe they were just emergency cells. I don't know. But I think that Queen Beatrice is here to stay, at least for now. And then our new queen seems to be doing really well. I saw lots of larvae and capped brood and eggs. Actually, it looked like, I think it was maybe all worker cells. If it wasn't all worker cells, it was the vast majority was worker cells. So that's good. I did see a good number of small hive beetles in there, not like a ton, but they were definitely visible. So I want to try to maybe address the small hive beetles more aggressively, not just the small hive beetle traps. I'll have to think about that. But other than that, everything is looking good. I have to get my frames made so I can build, like, expand these to 2 deeps because they need the space. So with that said, overall, I'm very happy with this inspection. I'm happy that I got out here before the sun was on me. It's creeping, the shadow is creeping towards me where the sun's coming, but I'm glad that I got this done earlier in the day. I know the heat wave is not just here, so Godspeed to the rest of you dealing with the heat wave with chickens and dogs and bees and stuff. It's a mess. But I'm going to stop talking and rambling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I usually do a weekly inspection to keep track of my hives, and I document it so you can learn along the way and follow my journey. So like and subscribe to get updates of new uploads, and check out Brittany's Botanical Bling where I sell my handmade items. And I will catch you in the next one, guys.